Hello, thank you for tuning into another episode of Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Jason Muntz. This week I decided to invite one of my close friends that's doing a lot of great things in the entertainment business here in Nashville. She works in the music industry, and she has an upcoming event that's actually geared towards helping the community. She's throwing the first annual Sing for Sickle Cell concert. I want to introduce Patricia King Williams of PK Williams Enterprise. Hello.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So all over social media, I've been seeing all this stuff about sickle cell, a concert, and all these cool artists. So I had to track you down. I know you're a busy woman. And I want you to tell our audience a little bit about this upcoming event.
Well, Jason, the Sing for Sickle Cell is an event that I decided to put on to promote sickle cell. As you probably don't know, my middle daughter carries the trait, which is not a detriment to her, but I wanted to use that as my platform to bring awareness to sickle cell and for people who have the disease. I reached out to a gentleman by the name of Trevor K. Thompson. He is the founder and CEO of the Sickle Cell Foundation in Memphis, Tennessee. And when we talked, he said that they were getting ready to open up a branch here in Nashville and asked me if I would like to be a part of the advisory council. So we just opened that August the 16th of this year, and it actually is right down the street of Matthew Walker.
Oh, wow.
So,
right here.
Yeah, it is right here in the neighborhood. So being a part of that, Monroe Carroll is the hospital that we do for children. And as we were talking about it and I was listening to some of the children and some of the people on the panel, I realized that there was a real need for people to understand sickle cell and that it's not just kids having pain or people having pain. So that's why I decided to bring awareness to it. And coming from the music industry, being in the music industry for the last 5 years, I thought, what better way than to get local artists to perform?
Okay, so sickle cell is a problem that plagues basically African Americans, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you have a lineup of great performers that are going to be singing, and the money raised is going to sickle cell awareness?
Some of the proceeds are going to the Sickle Cell Foundation of Middle Tennessee. And other parts of the money, I'm going to start doing things in the community for children who can't afford it, or things that, you know, we want to do, upcoming things that I want to do. I'm looking at doing a bowl-a-thon. Since sickle cell is about blood, we need to do some blood drives so people can get tested, because if they don't know that they have the sickle cell trait, like, which is what happened in my family when we had our second daughter, we didn't know. We got a letter from a Harry that says you need to come in.
Wow.
My husband said he didn't have the trait. My mother said I didn't have it. So we're like, okay, what's the problem? And she said, well, it's genetic, so one of you have it. And so I went back to my mother-in-law, and she said, oh yeah, Marcus has it. All 3 of her kids have it, and she has it. So out of 3 children, because we have three daughters, only one of them carries the trait.
Now, having the trait is the same thing as actually having sickle cell, or?
No, it's not. Having the trait just means you need to monitor who you have children with, because if you have someone and you have the trait and they have the trait, that puts a greater number of risk on you to have the sickle cell disease.
Okay. So real quickly, and I know you're not a doctor, but just curious,
not a
maybe
doctor.
You could tell us just a quick idea what sickle cell is?
Sickle cell is hereditary, and it's a blood disorder. And basically, I guess the simple term for layman's would be when your blood platelets flow through your blood, they're circular.
Gotcha.
But for people with sickle cell disease, they're more of a sickle shape.
Wow.
And as they flow through, they get clogged because they're not the normal shape to go through the vein. So when they go through the vein, they get clogged and they start to back up, and that's when they start to go into crisis. And they can have crisis anywhere, legs, back, it doesn't matter.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, well, we got a little lesson right there. That's important. So let's talk a little bit about the artist. Who do we have lined up?
Well, we have Grammy Award winner Shannon Sanders. Shannon and I have been friends for over 20 years. I reached out to him, and within 5-10 minutes he was like, I'm on board. We also have R&B soul artist Jay Whaley. As you know, I've been working with Jay for the last 5 years.
Yes.
Jay was very instrumental. The work that I did with Jay was very instrumental in the networks that I have created through the music industry, because we've been everywhere. Cole Robb, Michelle Vita, and JL. JL is actually out of West Tennessee.
Okay.
We did. Jay and I did an event in Jackson, and JL came out, and we networked, and we've kept in contact all these years, and we basically, when I reached out to him, he was like, definitely, right.
Oh, wow.
Brenda Best. Don't know what to say about Brenda. Brenda is the sweetest person that you ever want to meet. She's a country singer here in Nashville, and she has actually did a couple of events, because I've done a couple of benefit concerts prior to this one, just not in support of Sickle Cell, and Brenda has been supportive on those. And Keena Kyles. Keena is actually a spoken word artist.
Also with some poetry too.
Yes, so she is going to do a couple of pieces through spoken word. Saron Mays, he's actually my engineer.
Okay.
He is also my MD for the evening, and he is actually going to do a performance as well.
Oh, really?
He sings as well.
Oh, man.
And there are 2 people that are not on this flyer, because after I put it out, I started to have people reach out to me saying, hey, I want to be involved.
It sounds like an important event.
So it was like, okay, now I need to put these people on, but I'm running out of space. So I went ahead and put a couple more people on. I have a smooth jazz artist. He's a saxophonist. His name is Marcus Johnson, and he's going to be performing. There is a inspirational rapper. He actually reached out to me last week on Eventbrite and said he's in Murfreesboro, and he said he wanted to be a part. So he's doing an inspirational rap about living.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be a really, really, really good event.
That's going to be good, yeah.
Of course, you know, we have some local celebrities that I have either done business with, partnered with, or whatever. And Kevin Dyson. Nobody remembers Kevin. You always remember Kevin from the Super Bowl when we were that 1 yard show. I call him Mr. 1 Yard to this day. And he's like, oh, can you do something else?
That, yeah.
Chris Sanders. Chris and I have been friends. Actually, I did Chris's mortgage.
Oh, okay.
So Chris and I have been friends for a while, and he calls me his shero. I'm not sure why, but I've always been his shero. And Chris and I were really good friends. You know, now he's working over at NBA, and we went over there. I took him some flyers, and he was out passing them out to the teachers.
And he's played for Titans?
He did.
Yes.
Yes, he was a wide receiver. Actually, Kevin and Chris both were wide receivers.
For the Titans. Cool.
And we have Ryan Christopher. Ryan is actually a celebrity stylist. He styles for one of the ladies on Love and Hip Hop ATL, and he's very good. He actually has done some style work for me back in March. And then last but not least is my girl Yolanda Moore. Yolanda is a 2-time WNBA champion.
Oh, wow.
And she is super tall. Well, everybody's tall. Me, I'm 5'3", so everybody's tall. But she's super tall, really nice. She's actually a basketball coach now for a college in Louisiana. So that's what she's
coming
doing.
Out too?
She's coming
that's
out as well.
That's a good lineup. Okay, so we got music. Good. Yeah, music and some athletes and some poetry.
I forgot.
Who you got?
I have, there is a radio station in Alabama that reached out to me, and they have a show that they do every Saturday, and it's called Lock It In with Joe Lockett. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
And they're coming up for this?
They are coming up, and one of the ladies on the show, her name is Comedian Joy. So we're gonna have she does positive comedic work.
How far are they located from Nashville?
3 hours at least. So they're coming up, and so we're excited.
That's gonna be fun. It sounds like a lot of cool stuff.
It is.
So it's $20 to get in. It's at BB King, the downstairs part, right?
That is right.
And what's the date?
The date is October the 19th. We did have tables, but they are sold out. But we still have plenty of tickets. We still have plenty. They still have plenty of
tickets. Sunday, October 19th at 5 p.m. Now, before I let you go, I just wanted to ask you, it seems great. You said you've been in the music industry 5 years. So Nashville plays a big part of the music industry.
It does.
How strong do you feel African Americans are in the music scene in Nashville?
I think we have a voice. Of course, you know, Nashville being Music City, people automatically think country.
Yes.
But with the people that we have here that are performing, and then all of the other artists that are here in Nashville, I think we have a great precedence in the area.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the support. We
That's what we
have
need.
to come out and support. You know, we kind of stay in our own little cliques,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do that. In order for us to do the things that we need to do, we have to stick together and support.
Okay. So you hear that we can make a lot of noise in the music industry, and we can have a lot of shows and events, but we have to go out and support these events. So this is a great event. Not only are you giving back towards something that is a problem in our community, an issue that we can work on, you're also supporting artists that need that support. Right?
That is correct.
Sounds great. Well, before I let you go, is there any number or website link, anything that they can do to get the tickets, or can they call directly, or
They
what's the
can
best?
call me directly at area code 615-364-7964, or you can go to eventbrite.com and just look up Sing for Sickle Cell.
All right, Sing for Sickle Cell. Look it up on eventbrite.com. All right, that sounds great. Well, I'll be there. It's going to be a fun event. We're going to have a good time. Hope to see you there. I really appreciate your time today.
All right. Thank you very much.
Anytime. And once again, you've been tuning into Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. See you next time.